You've changed in ways people can't fully see yet. Your thinking has shifted. Your reactions have slowed down. Certain patterns no longer feel automatic, but that doesn't mean the old influences lost access. Some things still pull at you: old environments, old habits, old conversations, old coping mechanisms, old versions of yourself. You can feel the tension. Part of you wants growth, but part of you still wants familiarity, because known pain still feels safer than unfamiliar responsibility. Your nervous system remembers what once helped you survive, even when it's the same thing that kept you stuck. That's why progress becomes vulnerable after transformation begins. You don't just build a new life. You have to defend it from the version of yourself that still wants to go back. And when you don't, you start resetting progress you already fought to build. You feel pulled in two different directions, moving forward externally while reopening old patterns internally. You start feeling fragmented again. In Proverbs 4:23, it says, "Guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." Guarding your heart requires stewardship, becoming discerning about what enters your mind, your attention, your environment, your spirit. Because what keeps entering your life keeps influencing it. Anything with repeated access gains influence. That's why confusion rarely arrives all at once. It enters through repetition, through compromise, through constant exposure, through things that slowly weaken what you've been building. And you probably already felt the warning before the damage even happened. That hesitation, that internal check, that sense that something no longer aligned, that's discernment. Agency requires discernment, because your life will keep moving in the direction of what you keep continuing allowing access to. Wisdom recognizes where something leads before the consequences fully appear. Not everything deserves continued access to you. Not every voice deserves influence. Not every environment deserves permanence. Not every relationship deserves proximity. Because your progress is only as permanent as the boundaries you're willing to defend. That part feels difficult. You feel guilty for saying no. You grieve habits, environments, and relationships that once felt normal. But if you continue feeding what weakens you, you will keep rebuilding the same ground repeatedly. In 1 Corinthians 15:33, it says, "Bad company corrupts good character." What surrounds you is reinforcing a response, pulling you toward clarity or pulling you back into noise. You're being influenced by what you repeatedly allow near you. That's why guarding your life requires intentional stewardship. You stop giving unlimited access to things that weaken your direction. Growth holds when what surrounds you stops pulling against it. And over time, discernment no longer feels restrictive. It feels necessary.